Welcome to the only dating show banned in 17 dimensions and mandatory viewing during Algorithm Corporation orientation. I'm your host, Damien Lovejoy. Tonight, a former intern from my past will have the chance to find love with beings that defy explanation, classification, and several public health codes. But first, let's catch up with one of our previous contestants.
Living with Bachelor number 3 has been absolutely transformative. We've converted an abandoned subway station into our dream home. The commute is spectacular. I just merge with the infrastructure and pop out wherever I need to be. The only downside is occasionally disrupting the city's power grid when I sneeze. Oh, and sometimes I accidentally redirect sewage lines in my sleep, but we're working through it.
Another success story. Just remember to stay mindful of your humanity, Griselda. The merging is the worst part. Trust me.
Welcome to the Cryptid dating game.
Welcome back to the Cryptid dating game, and today we're helping a very special guest find their perfect cryptid companion. Please welcome MX Archie Vale.
Hi, Damien. Long time no see. I can't believe you're still fighting it since our days at the Algorithm Corporation power plant. You're still holding the Gurgulax back after all this time? The strain must be unbearable.
Ah yes, Archie. From the ye old days? Let's not bore our audience with ancient history. Archie here is a former Algorithm Corporation intern turned paranormal research assistant. Tell us, Archie, what are you looking for in a cryptid companion?
Well, after witnessing your incident at the lake adjacent to the power plant 5 years ago when the multidimensional fields collapsed, I've been fascinated with consciousness suppression techniques. I'm looking for someone who understands internal battles on a metaphysical level and won't mind my extensive collection of classified Algorithm Corporation research notes on the dimensional ruptures.
Wonderful. Remember, the goal is to pick your perfect cryptid companion based solely on their answers. No peeking, and no mentioning of certain classified multidimensional collapse incidents that some of us are still containing the consequences of. Bachelor number 1 is a rat king from the sewers beneath Route 47. This collective consciousness of rodents bound together acts as a single entity with a shared mind. They enjoy cheese tastings, solving complex mathematical equations, and causing inexplicable feelings of dread in subway commuters. Bachelorette number 2 is a not deer entity from the forests surrounding the Algorithm Corporation power plant. She appears as a deer, but something is unmistakably wrong. She enjoys wandering roads at night, causing travelers to question their sanity, and collecting the memories of those who gaze upon her too long. Bachelorette number 3, the Loch Ness monster, who has recently relocated to American waters due to over-tourism in Scotland. They enjoy deep water contemplation, evading photographers, and long-term celebrity without ever having to give interviews. They're currently looking for someone who appreciates a cryptid with history and international fame.
Bachelor number 1, if you were to merge consciousness with someone, what would your preferred method be?
We prefer the democratic approach. First one thought, then another, until you're voting on breakfast choices with 50 other consciousnesses. By the time you realize you're part of a collective, you're already helping to recruit new members. Individual identity is overrated anyway. Have you ever tried thinking with 50 brains at once? Exhilarating.
Bachelorette number 2, what are your thoughts on Algorithm Corporation's dimensional research?
They opened doors they shouldn't have. I existed before they noticed me, but they gave me form. They think they created something new, but they just gave name to ancient terrors. I watch them from the tree line. Sometimes they throw food in the trash that I can pick at. Their cafeteria food is terrible, especially the venison.
Bachelor number 3, what would you say is your connection to the entity known as the Gurgulax?
Distant cousins, you might say. Though I prefer to be seen yet never fully documented, the Gurgulax desires to break through dimensional barriers completely. It's been trapped inside your friend here since the multidimensional incident. The Gurgulax was always fascinated by human media personalities. Your host was simply at the dimensional weak point when the fields collapsed. His willpower is impressive. Most hosts don't last 5 minutes, let alone 5 years.
Moving on quickly.
This is for all 3 of you. How would you feel about dating someone who's been researching the multi-dimensional collapse incident that trapped the Gurgulax inside a certain corporate spokesperson who's been fighting to contain it for 5 years?
That's not an approved question. Let's skip to...
We'd be fascinated. Consciousness merging stories are like watching a beautiful car crash in slow motion. We understand the appeal of becoming many within one.
I'd be concerned. To study such things is to invite them. Are you certain, Archie, that you're still just observing? Your shadow seems to have too many limbs these days.
I'd be thrilled. The Gurgulax and I have much in common. Both ancient, both misunderstood. The records of Damien's merger after encountering the Gurgulax are incomplete. The way his consciousness absorbed its essence was unprecedented. The Gurgulax has been trying to reproduce the results ever since.
Next question.
Final question. Would you help me complete my research into separating merged consciousnesses?
Separation is possible but painful. We lost 3 members last month to individualism. The remaining 47 of us had to redecorate their nests.
Separation implies there were ever truly 2 distinct beings. The best I could offer is helping you understand which parts were you to begin with. The answer might disturb you.
Separation? You misunderstand the situation entirely. The Gurgulax isn't merged, it's imprisoned. Just look at Damien, from boring corporate spokesperson to multidimensional prison warden. His resistance is admirable but ultimately futile. Soon his willpower will break and the Gurgulax will finally break through the dimensional barrier it's been scratching at for 5 years.
And that's all the time we have for questions. It's time to make your choice, Archie. Which lucky cryptid will you be dating?
This is tough. Based on the answers I've heard, I choose the Rat King. I need someone who understands collective consciousness but isn't opposed to the concept of separation. Sorry, Damien, I know the Loch Ness monsters seem to be speaking for your roommate.
An excellent choice. Let's meet your new date.
We're delighted to be chosen. We have so many thoughts to share with you, Archie.
Your loss. Your shadow and I would have gotten along splendidly.
The Gurgulax grows impatient, Damien. It thought this one might help it finally break through your mental barriers.
I'm sure you two will be very happy together. The Rat King has so much to offer. 47 perspectives on every date night decision. That's all for this week's Cryptid dating game. Archie and the Rat King will be enjoying their first date at the Algorithm Corporation's decommissioned particle accelerator, now a roller skating rink.
I've already started knitting tiny sweaters for each member.
We prefer Argyle.
Join us next week when a professional dream interpreter seeks love with either a resonance parasite, a sentient shadow, or a quantum doppelganger who keeps flickering between timelines. Remember, on Cryptid Dating Game, love knows no bounds. Physical, metaphysical, or taxonomical. Until next time, stay strange.